Welcome to Shoot the Veil, a mobile app made by wedding photographers for wedding photographers to help inspire you to create and equip you to grow. I'm Sam.
And I'm Donnie, and this podcast is about wedding photography as an art and as a business. All right, we're back.
Welcome back. Here we are.
Back.
You and I haven't sat down and had a podcast in a minute.
We've had some amazing guests, learned a lot of things, saw a lot of cool people talking about how they make amazing wedding photography businesses. And now I'm glad just to be back with us because some cool stuff happens when we get together.
I am too. I think this November it will be 3 years of this podcast, which is really cool and crazy at the same time. I was looking back at older episodes and I feel like just my face and everything has changed so much. Not too much, but just
you've had 2 kids.
I've had 2 kids. I know, about to. Yeah. One and one on the way, and it's crazy. But it's been a ton of fun, and I feel like this is the core of Shoot the Veil. This is the heart of it.
Yeah.
It was a mentor and a mentee sitting down and ironing out a business. So
yeah, it's awesome.
It's fun.
Well, I think a lot of people learned from our conversations. Hopefully that happens today. We've spent some time putting together some really cool stuff for people. Over the last few years, we've seen things that worked, things that worked really well. Some things are just kind of cool. We think what's about to happen is going to work really well because our heartbeat is really just to help photographers grow amazing businesses that they're proud of. And so
this is going to be good.
We've put our minds together. We've come up with some things that I think are going to really help some people move the needle for their businesses.
When we were looking at Shoot the Veil's questionnaire, because we always have this questionnaire when people sign up for the app for the first time. The number one pain point that wedding photographers were feeling by far was, I don't know how to market my wedding photography business. I can take a photo. I know how the camera works. I know how to edit on Lightroom, but I freeze when it comes to marketing.
Right. That's huge.
It's huge because that's the business side of things that allows you to experience and love the wedding photography side.
Yeah.
And so to the listener, Donnie and I sat down and we're looking at this problem. The majority of you were saying, I can't figure out how to market my wedding photography business. And we realized that's what we need to solve. And so we sat down and we thought, what's the best way for us to give this advice easily, quickly, and actually have it benefit someone's lives? We made these.
Yeah. The wedding photographer marketing playbook.
Huge.
It's huge. It's every thought we've had. And we spent a lot of time last year in Shoot the Veil 30. STV 30 was amazing. We had hundreds of people sign up for that, go through that in 30 days. And a whole week was dedicated to marketing. But what if we spent more time? Because we realized a lot of people need that. So these playbooks, there's 12 of them. They're going over every little detail that you guys could want to know about how do I market my business from a relational side and from a digital marketing side. There's some technical stuff you should do, some relational stuff you should do. And so we just kind of laid all that out like piece by piece. So over the next few weeks, hope you guys like this because our plan is to dive in and just kind of go through each of them and kind of unpack, tell some stories, each topic, and go through and hopefully unpack it. And how can people get these if they do like it? How can they get these? Super
easy. We're gonna try our best to explain the meat of these on the podcast. But I do want you guys to go and actually download and maybe even print these out. There's something good to kind of have on your desk to look through as a blueprint, really, for digital success and relational marketing and all this good stuff. So actually get it in your hands or get it on your phone, and you can do that by downloading the Shoot the Veil app. If you're not already a member, hop in. A ton of other stuff along with these guides.
There's literally a checklist. So if you print these out, you can have it on your desk. You can go through, and on page 10 of this one, there's a checklist with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that you should be doing as you're marketing toward planners. How do you get them to refer you? So we're going to dive into planners today, but every one of these playbooks has a checklist, has thoughts and ideas and prompts and just all kinds of cool stuff, templates for you guys. And the checklist, you should print them out. I would need to print them out and just have it there and always, or at least take notes and have it on my desk. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that today.
Absolutely.
So let's dive in. Let's talk about planners.
Let's talk about it. And this is a special one for me because it reminds me of our first story when I was, an intern with your studio, and we're driving down to Mississippi State for an event.
Yeah.
And the first piece of advice you gave me was vendor recommendations.
Yeah.
You need to be the best. You need to be the person they all recommend.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to start with planners.
Absolutely.
And it was funny because that weekend I was working a wedding. And at this time, I maybe had 4 weddings a year. So this was rare that we were going down there
Yeah.
and you were giving me information that I could plug in the next day.
Yeah.
So you told me, and this was news to me. And on foresight, now I'm looking back, I'm like, it doesn't sound that
Yeah.
deep, but you've got to make the most of your wedding planner there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You said treat them just as good as you treat your clients.
Mm-hmm.
Love on them the whole day. And I did that. And those there was 2 planners there, funny enough. One was associating with the other one, but they both had 2 businesses. And through both of those planners, I mean, I probably $75,000 worth
Wow.
of business just from a couple of years.
Wow. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Just because I took time out of the day. I didn't take it from my couples, by the way.
Right.
I just set aside more time
Yeah.
to love on them and really serve them.
Yeah. That's amazing. That changes your whole business. Suddenly marketing's easier. You're just getting phone calls out
Right.
of the blue.
Right.
So we're going to talk about some of those moves you can make. You know, I didn't tell you this. When I first started, I actually rented space in a wedding planner's like boutique. Very intentionally.
That's nice.
Because they're meeting with these top end. This was the highest end wedding planner in Memphis, and I was relatively new, and I didn't have a studio.
Yeah.
So I said, "Can I rent a room?" They had this huge house, like that was their wedding planning,
Yeah.
like office. So they had tons of brides coming in and out, and I said, "Can I just rent a room? I don't care how much you charge me." They didn't charge me very much.
Yeah.
But I was the in-house photographer. So every bride that came through, they're seeing my work all over the walls. The biggest investment was the prints that I framed and put up everywhere, albums everywhere.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so as soon as they got done with their meeting with the wedding planner
Yeah.
and they're asking, hey, who should I book for my wedding for photography? Oh, there's Donnie.
Yeah.
Right there. And
can
you're
see
just
his
waiting
stuff.
patiently. Come in here.
It was amazing. It was one of those little shrewd moves that I didn't really plan. Like I wasn't like planning for all of that, but it just kind of made sense, and I stepped into it, and it turned out to be gigantic.
Yeah.
You would think that other planners would not book me, but that didn't happen at all. They didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just wanted a great photographer. But the moves that came out of that, the referrals, the weddings, the clout, like everybody kind of knew, oh, he's over there.
Right.
It's a big deal. Instant game changer.
That's huge. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
That's actually awesome. Now, not all of us can do that.
Right.
So let's talk about some ways, aside from being a really great photographer, let's make a note that you need to be really good at your craft.
True.
It doesn't matter, unfortunately. It doesn't matter how nice you are or how serving you are. If you're bad, you're not going to go very far. So spend time perfecting your craft.
That's true.
These wedding planners are going to want to refer somebody who's professional but also makes great art. Mm-hmm. So be that
And takes
person.
care of their clients really
Takes
well.
care of their clients really well.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good wedding photographers. That's kind of been a big point of ours for a while. Like, you're not that good. Remember that podcast? And really the point is everybody's really good. You're not that good that everybody's just going to flock to you. You've got to lead with service and love and care and how you're caring for everybody with the experience you're offering. So caring for the planners, getting those referrals comes from going the extra mile for them.
Exactly.
So once you're really good, just like everybody else, now how do you go up to the next levels? There's some pretty cool little ideas in here. What were some of the first moves you made, especially, even that first weekend? You come back, what were some of the ways you started serving them?
I remember a few things I did that day, prompted by what you had told me. What I did, I asked these planners, hey, is there any images that you would like from this wedding that I can make a bigger deal of? And that's something I say every weekend now.
There you go.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
I'm taking time to, hey, what do you want to post? What do you want to show off on your website? Is there a specific detail or vendor here that you want to make a bigger deal of? And so that's great. 9 times out of 10, a photographer's not going to ask them that. That's not, public etiquette. But asking them that shows that you care.
Yep.
And then the next thing I did was at the end of the day, after working with building a rapport with them, I said, hey, I really loved working with you. I just want to let you know that I love serving my vendors. And if you ever need a headshot, a team photo, any of that, let me know. I'll do it on my dollar.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you want family photos, I'm your guy. I want to be your photographer. And I said that. I want to be your photographer. And that's already prompted their mind to think of you now every time they are asked by a couple, what wedding photographer should I use?
Yeah. I've been the family photographer for a couple of the wedding planners. It's amazing.
It pays off.
You're definitely their person for every bride. Like you're going to be on the list. You may not be the only one, but you're on the top 3 for sure.
Absolutely. And there's a food chain to the wedding industry, right? There's a food chain, and it's not wrong to admit that.
Yeah.
It's not
wedding
wrong
planners
to admit
know they're the top.
They know they're the top. They know they're the top.
It's okay.
And you're going to notice other vendors are going to treat you really well. The DJ may treat you really well.
Yeah.
You know, the makeup
we're kind
artist
of at the top too.
because we're the next on the food chain.
Yeah.
Right. So you may notice the DJ and the makeup artist and the stationary artist may treat you really well.
And why
great.
are they doing that? Let's think through that. This isn't what today's topic is, but they're doing that for the same reason you're doing that for the wedding planners.
Right.
You want to find they're doing that because they want you to refer them. They want you to speak highly of them when their name comes up in the industry.
Yeah.
But something that's really cool about photographers is we have a commodity that they all need.
That's right.
They need amazing shots of them at weddings.
That's right.
Yeah. So you can fulfill something that they would have to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for. Every week you've got the opportunity just to do it. And it's literally no time out of your day.
Absolutely.
You're there anyway. Just trying to get a shot of the DJ looking cool.
Right.
And even if you put your flash over close to him because it's dark and moody and stuff, and put your flash like, hey man, I want you to hold your headphones and look like you're doing something. I know it's all computer run.
Yeah.
But just look like you're doing something.
Right. I know you're playing a Spotify playlist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
but
Not really.
But just look cool. The bands, like all the bands that want to know you, like you can do every shot they ever need for that whole year's marketing at a couple of weddings you do with them. So we're definitely sort of at the top of that food chain too.
Absolutely. But even though there is a food chain, where I've noticed social dominance is when I treat everybody the same.
Great.
And that way,
and you're just serving.
It's huge. So I'm treating my makeup artist, and it's not hard because I actually love people.
Yeah,
I actually love this industry, and I love the people I work with. But showing that and taking care of them, giving them photos that they can post, I can now go into a wedding and I'm told by the bride and by the people, oh, the makeup artist said you were awesome. That made me feel so good.
That's
the
huge.
bridal shop said that you are an amazing photographer. You know, all of this stuff. And yes, obviously my planner recommended you, but now the DJ is saying that you're going to be well taken care of.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, I can do no wrong in their eyes.
Yeah.
And I don't say that like, weird, but like, that's how they feel.
Yeah.
Like they got the top.
Absolutely.
And so you're treating everybody the same. I only say that to say, don't be a stuck-up jerk to the people below you, but know there is a food chain. And when we plan to serve our wedding planners more, you're going to instantly see success. You're going to instantly see success.
So we'll come back to wedding planners, but I do want to just double click on what you just said because I've heard it on Instagram lately that some photographers are thinking that their rights to the photography are a bigger deal, and they're not just sharing them freely. That especially venues, have you seen this?
I haven't.
Like it's kind of a thing that some people are talking about, that venues and just vendors in general should pay you for images or should be negotiating the terms of can they use your photography.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
of the opinion, and hopefully you are too, that be generous. This is a way that you can serve the industry.
Yeah.
There probably are, I know there are some photographers who would say, no, it's art, it's valuable commodity, they should be paying for it.
I do not take that side.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't either. I think that's actually a cannibalistic approach to running your business.
Yeah.
I think it's going to actually destroy what you're building, and that you got to realize that your net work is your net worth.
Yeah.
People you're surrounding yourself with are the people that are going to bring you up or take you down.
Yeah.
And so when you're taking time to serve the venue, the planner, and all these people, and you're free, I give it to them before they ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to give you everything.
Yeah.
And like a nice note in this book, I'm going to make you your own gallery with your name on it.
Yeah.
And every wedding that I
Above
do,
expectation.
every wedding that I do, together with you, I'm going to keep adding photos to that. I'm going to give you this reservoir of photos that you can continue to post on Instagram, Reels, Facebook, and your website. I don't care.
Yeah.
Market yourself with my photos because I know it's going to pay back. And they know that too.
Yeah.
They know that too because they're going to recommend you.
Just in case there's someone with a lingering thought, what if that wedding planner, since we're talking about wedding planners, what if that wedding planner uses a picture you did for a full page ad? Is that okay with you?
I think I can understand the hesitancy there of like, it feels weird. I think if I saw a venue throw my picture on a billboard, I'd maybe feel a little weird about that.
Yeah.
But personally, this is me. I'm probably not going to say anything other than, man, I saw my picture on that billboard. That's awesome.
Right. Yeah.
That's just kind of how I feel.
I'm the same way. And there may be, I know some photographers personally that might argue that, and that's okay. In the world of advertising, there's different things than just digital promotion. So advertising is a thing. It's its whole industry. I would argue with that photographer and say, you're going to get way more from referred brides than you ever would off of selling the licensing for a image.
Right.
An image is worth a few $100.
Right.
Maybe a few $1,000 if you're extremely good and they're extremely big and they're going national. But what if you're just the one going on for the ride? If they're that big and can afford it and you're their amazing photographer that they refer every time, you're going to get way more lifetime value out of them. Because every other photographer in town is going to give them pictures.
You're pinching pennies while stacks of cash are flying by you.
That's right.
At the end of the day, that's what it is. I mean, what, you're going to license a photo for $100?
Right.
I mean, seriously,
That's crazy.
That could be the difference between a $10,000 wedding and not having one.
100%. And I've heard from the planners that engage with those kind of photographers. I know that they love the photographer, but they're not going to refer them because of the way they do business.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So be careful.
Be careful.
And
Absolutely.
be loving, be generous, and it's going to come way more than you ever would have gotten out of it. So
absolutely.
Back to cool ways to help planners. So in the spirit of serving, in the spirit of like loving first, serving first, how can we serve them? We talked about headshots for their team. One of the cool, easy ways is they're going to get cleaned up before the reception because they're working all day, they're going crazy, but they're going to get cleaned up. They're going to show up to the reception. At the early part of the reception, get headshots of the wedding planner and their team.
Boom.
What if that becomes their new website headshots,
right.
Their new Instagram headshots?
That's right.
Yeah, and you're the person.
It reminds me, I was at an event. I was invited by Wrecking Ball Events here in Memphis, and she threw this beautiful little styled shoe. It was last week. And as she got the whole setup done, all the design done, all the tables, all the linens, all the flowers done, she had us take some photos. Would you please take some photos of me with my art that night? New profile picture.
There you go.
And so it's cool when you set aside time to do that.
Mm-hmm. It takes no more energy.
No
it's
more
fun.
energy. No more energy.
Yeah.
They feel the love. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
I see they're working really hard too because it's planners and designers. Sometimes they're the florists, sometimes they're not. But for all of those types that are working really hard on the day of the wedding, would you ever film them putting something together pre-wedding? Would you ever like even just use your meta glasses and just like watch what they're doing, give them some photos of the final product? Would you think like a marketer?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a marketer's brain. That's one of my strong suits. I can honestly tell you that.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I do is I make, and this takes me all in all maybe 30 minutes.
Okay.
So, and most of the time spent after the wedding. So I get my iPhone and I make content for them.
Dude,
okay. So and I post it up as a reel. I post it up as a story.
You're posting it.
I'm posting it.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
showing off. Look at these beautiful florals by the oh my gosh, the florist and the wedding planner. Look at this design. But I go through and I'll take 10 clips of the best art they've made that day, best work, throw it into CapCut and trim together like a 7 or 8 second reel.
Yeah.
Right. Put some pretty music behind it, put a little saturation, lift the shadows a little bit, make it look like I actually cared enough to like make some actual content for them. I'll post it either on my stories or as an actual reel, and I'll collaborate with them. So they immediately, before photos are even here, they feel love from me, that I'm seeing and I'm actually admiring their work. Really easy.
So cool.
Really easy. But it's a new way to kind of rise to the top in that just cross promotion.
Absolutely.
And so, I mean, there's a whole other atmosphere to this, not atmosphere, whole other aspect to this, of like collaboration on Instagram. We could talk about this on another podcast, specifically the Instagram playbook. But when you're, sharing content with them and collaborating with them on Instagram, you got to remember, brides are going to their page, looking up, and now they're seeing you pop up over and over again. That's huge.
Yeah.
That in and of itself is a huge marketing platform.
Do you make them tag you or collaborate with you if they share your photos?
I think it's common etiquette.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't say that specifically anymore, because there's a certain level of trust of just knowing I know you're going to do the right thing. That's admirable.
So in a post, like they get the pictures from you. It's after the wedding, a few weeks. They're showing them off. They've got a carousel or some sort of posting.
Yeah.
In the caption, it says "Photos by Sam Sykes."
Right.
Yeah. And that's cool. That's enough.
That's wedding etiquette, right?
Cool.
And that's what you do. So I don't ever say, make sure you tag me, because it makes me feel needy. It's an approach I don't like to say. Yeah. I just know
an elite person never says that.
An elite person never says that. An elite wedding planner never forgets that.
Yeah, good.
And so I just let them have it at the end of the day.
And if they do forget and you comment,
right, nice photos. Wink, wink. I've definitely done that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've definitely done that.
Yeah.
But there's another marketing piece to this with really taking care of your planners, and that's showing that you care before the wedding day.
Right. Okay.
So one thing that I do is I make timelines for my couples. And I'll either hop on a 3-way call with a couple and the planner before the wedding day. And I thought it was funny. I was on the phone with one of my favorite planners, and she was actually the planner from the day. We work together all the time now, but we're on the phone with another couple, the one we were already working together that weekend, perfecting the timeline. And then I said something, and she goes, "I love you, Sam. You thank you so much." She texted me that. She's like, "Thank you for mentioning that." Yeah. And it was just a little thing about the first look. And then she texted me in that same call, "Are you available this day?" Yeah. And then I, booked over $10,000 wedding just from that one.
Man, that's
like,
crazy.
It's huge.
She's just reminded again, over and over and over. Wow, Sam cares so much about the details.
Right. And I was on a 30-minute call, maybe 45 minutes call with the bride and groom. One, it helps, the wedding day flow so much better, but it also shows the wedding planner that you care about the timeline. I had one wedding planner rant to me and say, "I just wish my vendors would read the timeline before the day of. Yeah. Because I feel like I'm the only one that actually knows what's supposed to happen next." Yeah. And I'm like, that's so valid. You have a right to be frustrated about that. So when I come in and I'm showing them, I'm all about, having this set and written out before we get here.
Yeah. Okay, so there's some photographers that we've been guiding into their business, and they are very much documentarians. They're not trying to guide the day. I know you are, like me, very much in tune with the timeline. You want to make the timeline.
Yes.
Even for the documentarians, you should connect with the wedding planner and make sure you understand as a documentarian what they intend for the day, for the flow. How's that first look going to go? If they're doing a first look and I'm a documentarian, technically I should just be standing over there. Yeah. Not involved. Yeah. But I still need to know where and how it's going to happen.
It still needs to have a time set on it. Like you can be a documentarian photographer. That doesn't mean the day doesn't have any structure.
Right.
Structure is important on a wedding day.
Right.
When 250 people are pulling up, family members from all over the world are coming, there needs to be a structure, and you don't need to be late to things.
And that planner needs to know, I'm not running it. Right. And just so y'all know, if you're a documentarian, the planner thinks you are running it. Yep. The planner thinks as the photographer, you are going to be running the day, because that's just how it always works. And if you're not, they need to know that, because they need to have one of their assistants with the clipboard making sure everything's happening on time.
Right.
That's huge.
Exactly.
So when you're, I will say, like, I've done the pre-wedding stuff with a couple. I've developed a timeline, and then I get a timeline from the planner. Right. So you call them like, "Hey, we need to talk because mine's different than yours."
So that's when that communication comes into play, right? So there needs to be a basis touch before you make the timeline. Yeah. Hey, Ashley, I'm excited to work with you on 10/17 at this venue with this couple. Super excited. I would love to set up a call when timeline starts getting to be made, and we can iron it all out. Yeah. I would love to be a part of that call. And I'd love for us to, just make that happen.
Yeah.
That way, because you're absolutely right. Then it's always this weird unspoken butting of the heads that happens in your timeline, my timeline.
It's weird.
And then you're going back and forth on these emails, and it just causes friction.
Yeah.
It just causes a friction that nobody really wants, including your bride and groom, because they're looking at two and they don't know which one to send to the family or to the bridal party.
Yeah.
And so you just need to be on the same page before they even ask.
And we're adding way more buffer time than a wedding planner would.
Oh, yeah.
They're like 15 minutes. How long does it take to take bridal pictures?
Right.
What more?
Right.
I could take an hour if I had
A groomsman's button's going to fly off. You know, a boutonniere is going to fall off. Mm-hmm. There needs to be buffer time.
Yeah.
Buffer time.
So we can work with them. Communication is key. Serve first is key. You mentioned it a minute ago, and I really want to come back to this. You mentioned the after wedding gallery, like the gallery specifically for the wedding planner.
Yes.
I want to unpack that a little bit more.
Absolutely.
And make sure everybody gets that, because that's one of the bonus pieces in this. It's really cool. So for the wedding planners, you're going to make a gallery anyway, but one little piece, you can curate a special gallery just for them. Even on your very first wedding with them, they don't need to see all of the family pictures. They don't need to see all of the dancing.
That's right.
But they do want to see the beauty details. They want to see great shots of the bride and groom. So give them a curated version so that they don't have to go through 1,000 pictures to get the 50 they really want.
They don't want to do that.
Right. So curate one for them. But here's what's really cool, and you mentioned this earlier. If you can, after you do wedding 2, you send them a new gallery that says, this is your gallery. This is ashleyweddingplanning.com's wedding gallery. And every wedding I do for you is going to go in here in this beautiful album structure. It's going to be images that you can use anytime you need for social media, for advertising, for anything you want.
Yeah.
And that's going to make you super sticky to that wedding planner. Every time she's needing anything, she goes to your gallery.
Sticky is the word. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And say that. Don't wait until after the wedding. Hey, I'm going to make you a gallery where you can access all the best pictures that we've done together, just so you can have something to pull for a Canva mock-up or an Instagram post.
It's huge.
What do you want to see? You know, and it's gonna be different for each wedding. I really want to see these florals on this arch. I really want to see, you know, the stationery on the tables. You know, just communicate.
Yeah. And one of the cool things, if you're using PicTime, you can have photos and video in the same gallery. So that reel you made for them, or just cool little clips of them creating that day.
Absolutely.
You can add that to their gallery as well.
That's absolutely right. That's awesome. And not every gallery platform allows you to do that. So go get PicTime. There's a code in the app. Get your first month free. So it's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Pretty good stuff.
Well,
this is awesome.
This was so good. This wedding planners are the game changer. Like it's
100%.
It's the first one we're talking about because it's the first one you should be thinking about.
Yes, 100%. Guys, if you want to get this book right here, the Playbook for Wedding Photographers, Planners and Design Referrals, go to Shoot the Veil, download the app, and you can get it and plug and play it into your business today. Don't wait. Start making those connections, start seeing success, and see what it's all about. Donnie, this has been fun, man.
I love it.
I'm excited for the next one.
Let's go.
Be good.